Hey loves, this is third generation Conjure and we're coming back with another video. This time we're going to talk about protection work. Okay, so last week we started with cleansing work, which cleansing is very important, especially if you're doing any kind of spiritual work, any kind of work in hoodoo. You always want to make sure that you're cleansed. And I also did not talk about or do a video about Florida water, but I'll incorporate it into this video as well because it is for cleansing as well as protection. Okay, so with protection work, it's very important to protect yourself, especially when you're doing any kind of work, because you do have energy that can attach to you, and you also have things that can come back to you especially if you're doing any kind of baneful work. So it's always important that you're cleansed. Cleansing to get any kind of negative energy off of you, any kind of negativity that may affect your work, and also protecting yourself to make sure that there is nothing that's going to get attached from you, and to also prevent other future attacks to you. Okay, so I got a couple things here, and we're going to go through it and we're going to talk about it. Some different methods you can do as far as protection work is concerned. And like I stated, this is a topic that's very expansive, and there's a lot of information encompassed. But I did want to say too, if you're just tuning in and this is your first time on our channel, we're third generation Conjure. We are a spiritual company and we specialize in products primarily for hoodoo, oils, powders, baths, candles. We do readings. We also specialize in education. We like to educate our customers. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll get right into the video. I got a couple things here that I want to talk about. So the first thing that I wanted to touch on, we spoke about spiritual baths this past week. This right here is another bath. It's a fiery wall of protection bath. It's also a spiritual cleansing bath, but it's also a protection bath as well. So with protection, what a lot of people don't understand is, especially when you're doing work, you have to have multiple layers of protection. Okay, so this is a layer of protection. You incorporate the oil, that's a layer of protection. You do brick dust, that's a layer of protection. You do a protection jar, which we'll get into later on this week about how to do a protection jar. That's a layer of protection. You have to have layers and layers of protection. So even with that being said, as I stated in our previous videos, when you do a spiritual bath and you're removing something from you, whether it's negative energy, etc., you need to always replace that energy with something else. So normally that would be where your protection work comes in. That will be where your conditioner oils come in. So right here I have some regular old lotion. Nothing fancy, just some lotion I put in a bottle. Okay, so one way to do that, now you can, with your conditioner oils, put them right on your skin. So you could put it on your hands and, you can rub it into your skin, etc. But another way where you don't have to use your whole bottle of oil and on your body and you can kind of spread it out is to add it to your lotion. And I said that in a previous video. So you'll just simply add a couple drops of oil. 1, 2, 3. I like to use 3 drops of oil, and that's all it's going to take. And you can mix this up. And if you have a bigger bottle, you can add more, 7, 9, preference. So then there you have it. You have some lotion that has your fiery wall of protection, and this is what you can anoint your body with once you get out of that spiritual bath. So that's just a tidbit. You don't have to do it that way, but that's just a tidbit of information. Okay, so with protection work, like I said, it is used to guard you and protect you from, physical attacks, personal, spiritual attacks, so forth. And the evil eye. This is a symbol that you will see. So if you see this is for the evil eye, protection from the evil eye. And like I said, I won't go too in depth into the evil eye. We may do a video later on this week about the evil eye, but people can throw things at you. They don't necessarily have to do this elaborate ritual or anything like this. People can throw things at you simply by looking at you, by a glare that they give you, and that's what's signified by the evil eye. They can simply throw things at you by their words, you know, speaking things over your life. So they don't necessarily have to do a ritual or anything to sort of hex you. They don't have to do that. It can simply be done by a glare, or it can be done by mouth. Okay, so that's just this is just a bracelet with the evil eye, symbolizing the evil eye, for protection for the evil eye. Okay, so another protective stone, you know, if you want to incorporate it, some type of, you know, bracelet or anything, it's not necessarily hoodoo, but a stone that I use a lot and I use with my kids is black tourmaline. Okay, and with this stone, it's a very protective stone. It's a stone that banishes negative energy, and that's on a person or within the environment. So what I normally do is, you a lot of times can't find these stones for especially little kids or toddlers or something like that. So what I'll do is sometimes I may get a bracelet, and I'll, you know, either get the stone or tear it off, get a bracelet and make them kind of a little necklace to wear, that they wear when they go out and they go to school. Okay, so very good if you have some kids who may be experiencing bullying. Very good stone. Also, you know, for adults, not just for kids, but I like to add children in it as well. Okay, so another type of protection for you and for your children is good old turpentine. Okay, doesn't smell very good, but you know, and it may be kind of hard to find this, so you may have to order it online, but you can also find it in different stores, usually old-time pharmacies and so forth. And what you can do with this is take this turpentine and put a cross under the bottom of your shoe or the bottom of your children's shoe, and you can pray the 23rd Psalms. And I'm also probably going to update our shop where we'll provide different psalms for different situations. Okay, so then we're going to go back to the fiery wall. We discussed the oil. So fiery wall is very protective oil, and it's a heavy duty oil for protection. That's protection against evil, protection against cross conditions, protection against the evil eye. And this is the oil. And we also have the powder, and this can be used to sprinkle around, you know, your property. You can use it, sprinkle it in your shoe. And every time someone buys something from us, we always provide usages for the oils and for the powders. But that's fiery wall, very good powder. That's personally what I use. Okay, so then we want to get into we're going to talk a little bit about Florida water. So I didn't elaborate on Florida water in the cleansing section, the cleansing video that I did previously. But Florida water is widely used throughout hoodoo. It's a cleanser that's very cleansing and, you know, for purification. It's also very protective as well. So a lot of people will incorporate this into their spiritual baths, and you can also use this as a cleanser for your altar, and also if you want to use it for a cleanser for your home, it's also spiritually cleansing and a protectant as well. Okay, so then I want to get into some smoldering herbs or some smudging herbs. I see a lot of people are kind of fixated on sage. I personally don't really use sage, but this right here, this is what a smudge stick typically looks like, and this is not sage. Actually, it's mugwort, and that's personally what I use. And mugwort is from the Artemis plant, and with the mugwort, this helps for strength, it's protection. It's also can be used for astral projection, also healing, prophetic dreams. A lot of people use it for divination. So, and it's very protective. So I'll use this and I'll smudge my space if I want to do some kind of reading, like any kind of tarot readings or divination readings, etc. Another herb that can be used for smoldering or for smudging is bay leaf and rosemary. Okay, so I just want to give you guys some other options, because I see that a lot of people primarily are, kind of fixated on sage, which I don't have anything against if you use sage. I just personally do not use it, but this is just an alternative as well, and what most people within the practice use. This is bay leaf and rosemary. This is for purification, and it's also a good herb for protection. So you can take this throughout your home. You can burn it. If you want to put it on some charcoal and burn it, you can do that. Or even with the Florida water, if you wanted to do some misting, where you boil some water and put some Florida water in it and take the smoke throughout your house, that's another idea. But a lot of times you can find some of these in sticks, such as like this mugwort, or how sage is made. Okay, but yeah, so that was it, guys. I just wanted to do a brief introduction, just going over some different uses for protection. We'll get a little bit more in depth as the week goes on. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you can, subscribe to our channel. We'll have more information coming soon. And you can also like us on Facebook. It's Third Generation Conjure, and follow our Instagram at Third Generation Conjure. If you need any type of supplies, you can visit our website, our Etsy shop, which is www.thirdgenerationconjure.store. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below. You can also send me a message on the Etsy app, or on Facebook or Instagram. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.